Now, 4 years ago, I did a video on the purple gun and compared it to the Harbor Freight professional gun. I still have that same purple gun, and I was about to paint a bike frame. I pulled it out to spray some primer and decided to go over what the gun is like 4 years later. And I can tell you, with some basic maintenance, cleaning the gun well, this gun, as long as you're not a professional, if you're a professional, you're going to have something better, something more durable. If you're the average homeowner like me and you need something that you're going to use every once in a while, this is an excellent value for $9.99 with a coupon, or about $10 at Harbor Freight. So as you can see, it's been used. You can see I guess this is like an anodized finish. It's not really just paint, or maybe it's baked on, but it's actually held up pretty well. You can see the chips. You can tell I've used this gun. I've primered two entire cars with it, and then I painted them with the better professional version, the professional gun. But this is holding up very well. The only thing that has a little problem was I actually had bought two to have extra parts. The only thing I've had to replace is this knob, because it is plastic, and if you tighten that too much, it'll break, or if you drop it and hit this just right, it'll break. Now if we take the gun apart, you'll see that everything, this still unscrews smoothly, but there's where the maintenance comes in. After I use it and clean it, I take a little light coat of grease and grease the threads there, so that it goes in and everything moves smoothly. I also take a little bit of grease and put it, and I'm talking light grease and a light coat of grease, on the spring so that it stays supple. And I tend to put a little light grease or even a little lightweight oil on this little part, so as it slides. Of course, you don't want anything where it's going to be touching the paint, but all those mechanical parts are more friction parts, and it has helped really well. The cap, still no signs of oxidation or degradation. And everything still screws very smoothly. One thing I had written, or I had mentioned I had mentioned in my video, my first video, was I put Teflon on there. There's still Teflon there at the tip, but I don't put Teflon on it anymore, and it's not needed. It works fine. Another tip I mentioned in the other video is that you can put a quarter inch hex in there to get that out. The exact measurement is actually 7 millimeters. So this is a 7 millimeter hex, and it actually goes in there absolutely perfect. And man, I must have tightened that hard last time I used it, or I didn't clean the paint off like I should have. But whoa, it comes off. So that's why you need a wrench. So you can see everything's held up really nice. You got the little plastic sleeve there. The only other thing was that when you go to Harbor Freight, make sure you do look through the different ones. They have different models from different manufacturers. They're all the same price, and some are better made than others. So look through them, see which one you like. I saw a recent video where one had like a brass cap or a metal cap on here, which is great because that's the only weak point I have found on mine. And then the other thing is, and this just goes for basic painting, but it's also going to help, your gun so that you don't get moisture in it, but you don't want moisture on your painting. But you have to always use a water separator filter. So I tend to use an inline disposable one, and there's one at my air source, at my compressor, a nicer one. So if you like the video, hit like. If you like my other videos, subscribe. If you have any comments, good or bad experiences with one of these purple guns, I can't complain. For 10 bucks, mine has been great. Leave them in the comments. Again, thanks for watching.